I am, I believe you're inviting into your life. So I think a lot of people don't realize it, but play it in their mind.
Joel Osteen was born on March 5, 1963 in Houston, Texas, into a family grounded in faith and ambition. He was one of 6 children, growing up in a home where spirituality and perseverance were central. His father, Joel Osteen, had transitioned from a traditional Southern Baptist pastor to founding what would become Lakewood Church in 1959, alongside Joel's mother, Dodie, who stood steadfastly by his side through every challenge. Growing up, Joel witnessed his parents navigate both trials and triumphs with faith. The birth of his sister Lisa, who faced health challenges, became a defining moment for the family. Her presence led the Osteens to emphasize faith and service, shaping the values that would guide Joel and his siblings. Lisa would later become an associate pastor at Lakewood, while his brother Paul pursued medicine and missionary work, all reflecting the family's deep commitment to faith and service. The birth of Lakewood Church. Lakewood Church's story began in a small 234-seat building that had once been a feed store on Houston's northeast side. Opened on Mother's Day in 1959, it started as Lakewood Baptist Church but soon became simply Lakewood Church, focusing on hope, healing, and community. By the late 1970s, it had grown to more than 5,000 members, evolving into a movement. Joel, however, was not initially drawn to preaching. A quiet and observant youth, he graduated from Humble High School in 1981 and went on to study radio and television communications at Oral Roberts University. He left after less than a year, not out of failure, but because he already had a vision for shaping the church in other ways. Returning to Houston at 19, Joel began building Lakewood's television ministry from scratch, learning the craft of broadcasting and production. Over the next 17 years, he honed his skills behind the camera, developing a polished presentation that would eventually amplify Lakewood's message worldwide. Learning from family and faith. Joel's upbringing was a blend of resilience, hope, and inspiration. When his mother was diagnosed with cancer in 1981, the family's faith became a central message: never stop believing. Joel absorbed lessons from watching his father preach and his mother model strength and compassion. Though he never initially intended to preach, Joel's understanding of audience, communication, and empathy deepened through years of observing and editing sermons. His father encouraged him to preach multiple times, but Joel humbly declined, believing his father's voice was unmatched. Yet in January 1999, he finally stepped to the pulpit for the first time. 6 days later, his father passed away, leaving Joel to shepherd a growing congregation with little experience but a wealth of insight and dedication. By June 7, 1999, Joel Osteen was officially installed as senior pastor of Lakewood Church. Rapid growth and vision. Under Joel's leadership, Lakewood Church experienced extraordinary growth. Within 5 years, weekly attendance jumped from 6,000 to more than 25,000, making it one of the largest churches in the country. Joel prioritized making his sermons uplifting and accessible, emphasizing positivity, gratitude, and personal growth rather than traditional warnings of sin. He invested heavily in television broadcasts, billboards, and outreach, transforming Lakewood into a global brand. He dreamed big, famously envisioning a church that could one day welcome 100,000 people weekly. His boldest move came in 2003, when Lakewood leased and later purchased the old Houston Rockets Arena, investing millions to renovate it into a state-of-the-art worship space. By 2005, Lakewood's 16,000-seat sanctuary opened, attracting tens of thousands in person and millions online. Media, message, and influence. Joel's approach was revolutionary for a church leader. He reached audiences beyond traditional Christian channels, appearing on mainstream media like Oprah, Larry King, and Good Morning America. His first book, Your Best Life Now, released in 2004, became a massive success. selling over 4 million copies and staying on the New York Times bestseller list for nearly 4 years. Joel's message emphasized hope, faith, and achieving personal potential, blending spiritual guidance with motivational insight. His books, speaking engagements, merchandise, and social media presence allowed him and his wife, Victoria, to build a personal fortune while maintaining the church's operations and outreach. Despite public scrutiny over finances and priorities, millions continued to tune in, drawn by the uplifting tone and practical inspiration of his teachings. Personal life and partnership. Joel's personal life has been a story of partnership and shared purpose. He met Victoria in 1985 in a small jewelry store, and 2 years later they married. Victoria, born in 1961 in Huntsville, Alabama, came from a family rooted in science and faith, her father having worked as a NASA engineer. Over the years, she became an influential voice in Lakewood Church, launching the women's ministry in 2003, authoring best-selling books, and eventually taking on co-pastoral responsibilities alongside Joel. Together, they raised 2 children, Jonathan and Alexandra, who have grown into leaders within the church, contributing to music, media, and youth ministries, blending creative expression with faith-based outreach. Theology and criticism. Joel Osteen's theology emphasizes hope, abundance, and personal development, aligning with the broader prosperity gospel tradition. He encourages congregants to live fulfilled lives, nurture self-worth, and remain optimistic, connecting with millions worldwide. While his approach has faced critique for focusing on positivity over traditional teachings about sin or hardship, his goal has been consistent: inspire and uplift, helping people see potential in their lives. Critics argue that this style simplifies faith, while supporters point to the church's vast influence, community impact, and global reach, emphasizing the ways Lakewood empowers individuals to find meaning and purpose. Outreach and community impact. Lakewood Church operates on a large scale with significant investments in weekly services, media, and events. While a relatively small portion of its budget goes to missions and outreach, the church's global reach through television, online content, and in-person events has brought spiritual guidance to millions. Joel and Victoria have emphasized that financial transparency and stewardship remain priorities, even as the church navigates complex operations and media presence. The emphasis has been on building a welcoming, inspiring space for people to experience faith in modern contexts, creating connections that extend far beyond Houston. Challenges and adaptation. Throughout its history, Lakewood Church has faced challenges from rapid growth to public scrutiny. Joel and Victoria have responded by refining their message, expanding media outreach, and adapting to the evolving needs of congregants. Even in times of crisis, such as natural disasters, the church has worked to provide resources and support for the community, demonstrating resilience and commitment to service. These experiences have shaped both leadership and public perception, highlighting the delicate balance of running a global church while maintaining authentic spiritual engagement. Continuing legacy. Joel and Victoria Osteen's work at Lakewood Church is a story of vision, partnership, and adaptation. From a small feed store beginning to a global platform reaching millions, their journey demonstrates how faith, media, and community can intersect in innovative ways. Their children's involvement adds a new generation to the legacy, while Joel's emphasis on hope, positivity, and personal growth continues to inspire. Despite challenges, the Osteens remain committed to their mission, encouraging people to embrace faith, see their potential, and live meaningful, uplifting lives. Conclusion. Joel Osteen's story is one of evolution, resilience, and inspiration. From his early years behind the camera to leading one of the largest churches in America, he has crafted a message that resonates with millions while building a global platform that blends faith with motivation. His family's partnership, Lakewood's innovative approach to media and the focus on hope and personal growth have defined their ministry. While critics offer alternative perspectives, the enduring connection with congregants, global reach, and the ability to inspire continue to define Joel Osteen